Hello, everyone! It's finally happened, and I'm so excited! 500 subscribers. Thank you to everyone, literally, quite literally everyone. I don't care if you've subscribed or not, but this is just the coolest thing ever. And I hope that you have enjoyed the road from zero to here, and hopefully you will enjoy the road from 500 to 1,000 and a billion, 1 billion subscribers. That's my next goal. So let's get down to the 500 subscriber Q&A. I've got a few questions here I've written down. Let's get to it. Question number 1 by Sean Kellett. If you were given the team and the budget, what genre of game would you make and why? The team and the budget. If it magically happened, if suddenly someone came up to me and said, "Hey, buddy, do you want $1 million?" That's not even a big amount of money for a game, but you want $1 million and a programmer and an artist and a designer? Because I've tried to make games. I'm terrible at it. What I would probably go for is something along the action adventure line. I've always been a massive fan of Zelda, Wind Waker especially. Something with areas to discover, secrets and cheat codes and just things to figure out and work out in the world of the game itself. So yeah, fantasy action RPG style in like a Zelda kind of thing, where you collect magic. Just something with secrets. I love secrets and exploration. Secrets and exploration. Do it. Do it now. Someone get on that. He also asked a couple of other questions, which is very cheeky. What is my guilty pleasure game? Dota 2 has to be. I've given it up recently, mostly because it takes too much time. I get into it and I'm like, yeah, I could play another 5 games. I've got enough time this evening, and then I don't get anything done. But yeah, I love the competition. It's a really well designed game. There's a lot of dynamic factors that you have to take into account when you're teaming up, when you're doing team fights, and when you're playing specific characters. The learning curve has much to be desired, but overall, it's a very enjoyable game. Even when you're losing, sometimes, most of the time, it gets frustrating if you lose. But really, I love it, and I try and play it as often as possible, and also try not to let it distract me from actually doing work. And his third question, what game did I like that everyone else hated? I went through my Steam list of Steam games for this. The one that I have to say that a lot of people really, really hit down hard on was Cortex Command. I got it when it came out with the first ever Humble Bundle, and and people reviewed it as if it was a finished game and said it was buggy, which it was. It was terrible, but no, I loved it. I loved the kind of physicsy and 2D-ness and like the little animation of the guys moving their legs and trying to scramble around on the grass because they were so stupid. They were just like, "Ugh." And then when you finally manage to get them still, you just fire a massive gun and they just fall over, and stuff would explode. And yeah, I loved the physics combat aspect of it, and that was enough to keep me entertained for several hours when I first got it. And I recently got back into it because it's been updated, like update number 30 or something, and it's still pretty good. It's got a campaign in it now, and it's changed a lot. It's a lot better. Daniel, aka at Managor on Twitter, what is the best thing to add to mi goreng? Eggs, spring onions. I must know. Dude, eggs. It's like the obvious addition to the noodle dish. That is, it's just so good. Like boiled eggs, maybe don't boil them so much that the yolk That's the word I was looking for. The yolk is all kind of crumbly. That's not nice. You have to make sure it's kind of still sticky. That's when it's best. It's just, so good. At JoeyDale13 on Twitter, you know who you are. Do you still have that mustache? If so, have you been confused with a molester? Next question is the Bending Over. I don't know, I never knew how to say his name. It's the Bending OVA, because his name is silly. He has a couple of questions. Do you like French fries? Yes, but not when they're soggy. Like, if you go into McDonald's, you order some French fries, and they're like limp and horrible. They're disgusting. I can see my mustache is all, it was waving in the wrong direction, so there we go. Fixed it now. I like them unless they're soggy, basically. Decent amount of salt as well. Not too much, not too little. Just right. You gotta have standards. What is life? Video games. That's what life is for me. I love video games. They should be my life. Hopefully they will be. If I didn't have a mustache, how would my life be different? Really, my life would be easier because it takes a while to keep this groomed. And my girlfriend isn't really a fan of it, to be honest. But I'm keeping it. At Alex versus Coding, how long has the mustache been growing, and are you going to update the facial hair of the channel image? Oh, the little guy. Yeah. No, I don't think I am. I like him how he is. He's cute. I think he looks better without a mustache. His facial features, especially with the glasses, there's not enough room on his face to put in a mustache. It's just too much going on in the face department. He's like my mascot. He's awesome. I need to find a name for him. And the final question by Aldershot 8008 or 8008. Do I play many AAA games? If I do, what's your far? Oh, fave. My R's and my V's look very similar. Pokemon, all the way Pokemon. Although recently I've been playing a lot of Age of Thingy. What's Age of Thingy? I'm playing it. I don't know what it's called though. Age of Wonders. I've been playing a lot of Age of Wonders. I've been enjoying that. That's a pretty good AAA title. And he has another question for me. How long have you been doing YouTube, and what's your motivation? My first video went up sometime in early 2011. I'm going to have to look this up. Yeah, 22nd of August 2011 is my earliest video that's still up. That was like a really terrible video of Kerbal Space Program. Before that, I did like a series on Mini Ninjas, that really awful game. To be honest, my original motivation was I wanted to do video game reviews and writing, and I wanted free video games to do it with. And so I asked my friend if he'd get me a position writing at the website that he wrote at. And he said no, because he was a jerk. So I started YouTube because it was easy, it was free, there was no hosting costs or anything like that. I didn't have to give my content to anyone. It eventually got me a writing position at thegamejar.com, so I still write for them because they're awesome. YouTube became my main focus because I realized that I loved videos. I don't know, it was something special about videos that you can't get in writing. There's a personality that comes across through it. You play something, you write a review, you know exactly what's going down on the page as it happened through your eyes. But in video, it's entirely different. There's what happens next is entirely out of your hands. Well, not entirely, but mostly out of your hands, and it's something new each time. Even if you get a million people playing the same game, it's new and exciting, and and it's unique each time, which is very interesting for me. My motivation, however, indie games and indie developers have always been good to me. They've always been nice, saying, "Oh, I'll give you a review code," and we chat about the game, and we go to conventions and we meet up and talk about indie games and the scene and things like that. But they were always maybe not underappreciated, because the people that do love them really love them, and have a passion for it. On the other hand, a lot of press was going to these big AAA, massive budget titles which had a lot of marketing behind them, and I wanted to help bring people and indie games together so that because obviously there's such a variety of them. You can always find something that you love on a budget for that'll last you, and it may not stick with you, but sometimes it will. Things like Gone Home, experiences that come from the heart of the developer and can touch you in ways that you didn't think a video game could. And just the way that they're expanding the medium of video games is probably the most exciting thing for me. Did he have a third thing to say? He said, "Would you like to collab with me in the future?" Hells yeah! I've seen his videos. Aldershot 8008. He has impressions videos in very similar vein to me. He also does Let's Plays and other things like that. So yeah, that would be awesome. After talking a lot, thank you everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Keep being awesome, because you are the reason I do this. Just bringing things that might interest you to you, and that's what I want. Hopefully you will find something, and we can explore it together. So thank you everyone for watching. You're amazing. You have gotten me this far, and I can never say thank you enough. So until next time, I will see you then. Goodbye.